Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The next 80. Double time. 4 down. Check.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Rosen to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Rosen will throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down. Hands up. Lady. Here you go. Can. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert. Hey, echo.
Here's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Drake. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running, it's Drake. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Switch. Monday. 57.
To throw is Rosen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1 yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
What twist?
Middle.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go.
Two. Alert flat.
On the toss, Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son.
93, 52, 93, 46.
And now to the air, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well, because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
passing. It's Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around.
Devontae Parker, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Sean Williams had time in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this one complete on the slant route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
368.
From midfield here, Dalton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Third and long here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hands up. Sleep.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Hands up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bullock will put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now a toss play to Bernard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hands up, please.
All day, all day. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Quick the edge. Come. Check quick.
Regular.
The toss play to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hands up, please. 368.
Watch the slant.
Hands up.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and able to find Green. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dalton now to pass. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rosen. It's complete to Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. Stills was 2nd on the team a year ago to the now departed Danny Amendola in the receiving yards category. Hard to believe, 5th year now with Miami after his first couple of years with Drew Brees in New Orleans, and now hoping he can form a bond with Josh Rosen. On 1st down, Drake, and across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's
Now Rosen looking to throw. And it's caught by Parker. The 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Let's get it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Dalton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. A draw play. Bernard. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
52-93, 44. There you go.
Dalton here from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let him know. Let him know.
Balaj. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll run with Drake, and he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Ross on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. So Dalton now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, he's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing, Dalton, and it's caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Motion, pop. Regular. 43 is the mic. Yeah. 43 is the mic.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and...
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Dolphins, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.